body, shake it, baby.
Good morning, family. You guys are amazing. How's everybody doing? I know I've learned that a lot of you aren't really interested in the bus side of my operation, and the fact that I'm sitting in a bus may cause some of you to stop this video, and I understand that, but hopefully you won't. The name of my page and my nickname is the Highway Pitmaster. So obviously highways, you got cars, trucks, sometimes planes that decide to want to land on a highway. It's all encompassing. And then of course the Pitmaster thing, foods, man. So my page is just all encompassing, man. And at the end of the day, it's all about life. But just wanted to update you guys. I have been busy. And as you can see, our bus company has been keeping us pretty busy. It's literally got me handcuffed, making it hard to get out in the truck. But I've been keeping a close eye on everything, man. It's obviously reached the rock bottom. I mean, we're not in the rock bottom now, which is great. Kind of watching rates, watching cents per mile. And it's steady right now. It's steady. You can make money. You can get a profit. Trucking is good. It ain't 2021, but it's good. You can make money. Fuel is kind of steady right now. Around these parts, it's around $5.45 a gallon, which ain't great. But if you know what you're working with, you kind of make those adjustments to get what you need in terms of profit. So that means don't run cheap freight. But what is cheap freight? Cheap freight is based on what your numbers are. If you need to make $1.85 per mile to cover all of your expenses, don't run any freight that's $1.75 a mile. Don't do it. Simple as that. Everybody's business is different. I know that's the going phrase, Everyone talks about that, Hey, my numbers aren't your numbers. My truck note is less than your truck note. It's the same thing in the bus business. Everybody has their overhead. A lot of bus companies have more overhead than others. Our bus company, we're right in the middle of the road. We have substantial overhead. But we make our numbers based on those expenses that we have. Insurance, which is the biggest. You got your notes on the vehicles. Then you have your driver pay. Workman's comp. All those things are factored into your numbers. Then there's fuel, maintenance, regular scheduled maintenance, oil changes, grease, tires. Then you have those unexpected breakdowns, which I'm gonna be honest with you. In the busing industry, it's common. It's kind of the stress that is the bus industry. There's so many moving parts. It's like airplanes. There's just so many things that's going on simultaneously to make this thing operate. You got the comfort ability of the passengers, air conditioning, heating, seats that can break, audio visual. As you can see, there's video monitors in the bus. So many things that can go wrong and can ruin your trip, which will cost you thousands, just like that. Imagine going down the road and you blow a transmission, which is what we've experienced before. Their destination is Tennessee, Gatlinburg. Came all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana. You're in Kentucky. You still got an hour and a half, 2 hours to go. You're in the middle of nowhere and you can't get another bus down to them quick enough to get them on the rest of where they trip. Guess what you got to do? You got to put those folks in the hotel. You got to make sure they're safe off the road and in a comfortable place. And guess whose expense that is? The bus company. So, which is one of the reasons why I love trucking. I'll be honest with you. If trucking were the first thing that we jumped into, it's possibly the bus company wouldn't exist. But we're here, and we make the best of what we got in the situation, and you build on it and you focus on growing it. That's it, simple as that. But I've been looking at rates around the Midwest, and it's not great. It's not where I would like it to be, but it's manageable. One of the things you got to understand in the Midwest is a lot of overnight runs. So imagine Chicago to Detroit. You're seeing numbers all inclusive, all in line haul complete with the fuel surcharge, of course. It's looped in there because a lot of times agents won't separate it, and you'll look at it and realize, okay, that's part of that is your fuel surcharge, and then there's a line haul. So we see it like this. We see it. It is from Chicago to Dearborn, Michigan, 1,300, all inclusive. So all in. So you break out the 65% and the fuel surcharge, and you're probably looking at around total altogether about 1,100 maybe profit or for the complete line haul with the fuel surcharge at the Landstar's take. So you do 3 or 4 of those a week, you can get about a $4,500 gross. You're working though. You're working hard. I don't preferably enjoy that. I'd rather do me a 2-day trip and pick up a load, take it to Atlanta. And right now, rates going down to Atlanta, line haul and fuel surcharge all in, you're looking at, man, I've seen numbers 23, 24, 2,500 gross, all in. That's line haul, that's fuel surcharge, 23 to 2,500. I've seen Jacksonville, Florida, 3,200, all in. So those are the numbers you're dealing with. Mileage, again, they sneak that fuel surcharge in there. You got to do the math to break out that fuel surcharge to find out what that trip is actually paying per mile. But it's advertising, $320 a mile, $350 a mile, $309 a mile. That's what we're dealing with right now. You just got to be strategic in it. Move about the country. Stay in places where there's plenty of freight, where you can get decent revenue, and move about. That's really what it is. It's all about being strategic in all your movement. Find your lanes that are profitable. That's it. I look at places that got a lot of trucks going to it. It is, I'm not going to say that. Because Chicago's rates aren't bad. There's plenty of trucks that come in here. If the rate show to truck to freight is decent, more freight than trucks, those numbers are good. I suggest, looking at low boards, find those ratios. Go where there's a lot of freight and less trucks. Those are the strategic movements that you need to go about. More freight, less trucks. More freight, less trucks. Better freight, better rates in that situation. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna try to get out here in about a week or two. Simple as that. But just kind of keeping an eye on things. Somebody actually requested about Lone Mountain, and I've been on Lone Mountain site. And one of the things that have changed with Lone Mountain is the $5,000, $6,000 down. That doesn't exist anymore. I've seen a lot of $15,000, $16,000 down on a 2017, 2018, 2016, with about a $2,000 a month note. Do the math on that. The terms are still the same, about 36 months on that lease, with no payout at the end, which is good. But the industry has changed after the pandemic. Truck rates are coming down, but they're not where they were prior to the pandemic. So do understand, you're looking at about $2,000 a month note on a truck, but that upfront money is significant now. $16,000 down. That makes it hard for just anybody to get that money up and put a down payment on the truck. You're definitely putting an investment in now. So that's some things. I've actually got a conference call with some folks at Lone Mountain to kind of talk about, see what has changed in terms of the requirements for folks to get a truck. I don't see it changing much. The same things are probably in play. But after I get that call, I'll do a video on what you need to do in order to get that truck, what paperwork, what are the requirements, those types of deals. So hope everyone is doing well. Miss you guys out there in this highway. Let's continue to keep doing what you're doing so you can see what it does. And let's keep trucking. And those who watch that are operators in the bus industry, keep bussing. Talk to you soon.